Hey everybody, Joe here. I am about to start my second match against this Jund opponent. He drew nothing but lands in game 1 and then didn't draw any lands in game 2. Not the most noble of victories. Oh, so this looks, yeah. So this looks good to me. It looks like he's keeping, I'm keeping, we're all good to go. Doesn't open with hand disruption. I draw into a third land. Things are looking pretty good. I'm going to play an island here just because I want to have access to Dismember. He might open with a Dark Confidant. That's been his 2-drop of choice so far in the 2 games I've seen. Alright, very, very slow start out of Jund. Okay, I think here the plan is to, well, I have some choices. He's representing Bolt here. I could choose to play Cursecatcher and leave up mana for Dismember, but then he's probably going to play Liliana of the Veil. So what's the best play against Liliana here? Probably not one of our better creatures, I'd imagine. Yeah, I don't know. I think that I will play a Wanderwine and just play Cursecatcher here and leave Dismember up. Let's see if the guy wants to bolt my Cursecatcher or not. I mean, Liliana is still good. She's going to get rid of one of my creatures, and I'm going to be a little bit behind. Okay, looks like I got a bolt out of the guy. Jund typically doesn't care as much about tempo as a deck like Merfolk does. Okay, so he's going straight to the discard plan. So we've got so precious few removal spells in the deck. So really have to think carefully about whether or not I want to discard this Dismember here. Next turn I would love to play 2 creatures. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to do that. So I could play out the lesser creature and then hope. That's not the best play either. Liliana is really threatening to get ahead here. I can always just bounce a creature with Harbinger. I think we get rid of the Dismember here. Alright, so Lily on 4 on turn 3. I saw it coming, but there wasn't very much I can do about it. I mean, if I can only play, well, if he edicts, I can just keep playing out creatures, and he's going to have to keep edicting. So, I think at this point I'm just going to play a lesser creature, like Harbinger. No, well, shit. Excuse me. So I have to play very carefully with Liliana on the table. If I play Reejerey, he can play a creature and minus her, and then the Reejerey will just die. If I play the Reejerey, if I play Harbinger, the Harbinger will just die. Yeah, I mean, just seems like playing a lesser creature is the way to go here. Hoping that I draw into, well, like I said, I can just keep playing creatures into her edict effect. Oh, he's making me discard. So, what do I do here? Maybe I should have played Reejerey then. That's kind of bumming me out. Alright, well, this Master of Waves is going to be excellent if I can resolve him. And I can't pitch any Lords, so unfortunately the Harbinger's got to go. Oh, he plussed Liliana. I guess he's going to have a blocker, and I threw away my removal. If I played Merrow Reejerey, I could have bounced the Scavenging Ooze, and he's going to bolt my... Alright, well, he's got some great cards. Maybe he's going to get to Ultimate Liliana this game. Alright, so the only play here is to play Merrow Reejerey. Clearly the only option. With access to... Alright, so he's edicting my Lord. Alright, so he's going to eat my creatures. gain 2 life, swing for 4, and probably pass the turn back. So he's a little bit stuck on land, which isn't really great for me since it means he has spells in hand. AEther Vial is a little bit stinky, but could potentially claw me back into this. So this guy's just going to keep eating and eating with Scavenging Ooze. What a great game for Jund this has been so far. Okay, he's edicting again. He's probably going to eat some more. Swinging for 5. Go down to 11. Follow up with like a Tarmogoyf or something like that. Another Scavenging Ooze. Yeah. All right. So another Lord. He can come down next turn. Let's see how big this guy is. He keeps eating all the creatures, but there's still 2 sitting in there. So we've got instant land, sorcery, creature. This is a 4/5. 4/5 and a 5/5 that can grow to a 7. Is swinging with lethal next turn. Instant sorcery, land, creature. I can chump. He can't edict me anymore. Yeah, I don't know. I guess let's hope he doesn't realize he has lethal. If he doesn't realize, he's still going to swing with both people. He's going to make me discard with both creatures. Still going to make me... Alright, so he's thought teasing me here. I guess just to see what I've got. Why not? He's just yanking my chains. They're both masters. Okay, of waves. Fair enough. So this guy, like I was saying, could go up to 7 now. He's choosing to discard, and I discard. This guy, yep, I got it. He's going to eat 2 things. Oh, he's terminating. So it's actually not lethal unless things have changed greatly here. So instant sorcery land, planeswalker. Instant sorcery land, planeswalker, creature. So I think he's 5 plus 5. I think I go down to 1. But with Liliana at 2, he can... That was a little bit inelegant by the opponent. He should have just... whatever. Alright, so fantastic game by Jund on the play. Well, that was game 1. We'll go ahead to game 2. As you saw in the first match, I bring in 3 Tidebinders, 2 relics, take out all the AEther Vials. Makes us lean on our lands a little bit harder, not having AEther Vials, but AEther Vial can just be so bad when we're trying to top deck creatures, or spreading seas, or removal, and then we draw AEther Vials. So, pretty poor. As you saw in that game, they play Scavenging Ooze and Tarmogoyf, both of which depend pretty heavily on the graveyard, so Relic can do some good work. This is an excellent hand. I'm going to keep. Now, as I mentioned, the opponent, well, I mentioned this in the last match, the opponent could sideboard in choke, so I'm going to lead with a non-island. I think I'm going to go with Cavern of Souls in this case. Might just have to sit back for a couple of turns. Okay, looks like he's going to either Inquisition or Thoughtseize me here. Going down to 17 off of his fetch. And we'll see what he chooses to take. It should give us some information about what he's working with. Well, he can't take our Master of Waves, so that's great. He might want to protect a Dark Confidant or something next turn. He might also want to protect something like a Tarmogoyf. So might take the Tidebinder Mage, and he does. So we can expect a green creature soon, I think. And unless we draw another 2-drop, this turn is going to be a little bit slow. But I'm certain... No, man, come on. All right. Takes the Dismember, no problem. This is all just for practice. So at this point, he knows I have the Tidebinder. He knows that I have all of these cards except for the Master of Waves at the end here. Now, Jund has a lot of cards they can play instead of playing a green 2-drop. If they play... if I don't play Tidebinder Mage, you can probably just play something like a Dark Confidant or leave up mana for removal. And I don't want to get so far behind on tempo that I think that I'd like to play out the Tidebinder here. Follow up with Reejerey and then hopefully a Master of Waves. Now, the Tidebinder did seem like a high priority for him, but in the end he took away the Dismember. Probably because he can just bolt the Tidebinder and then untap whatever he plays. So he plays, say, a Goyf next turn. If I don't play anything, then my turn I can play Tidebinder Mage. And then he's left... yeah, I don't know. I think I'll just leave the Tidebinder in my hand for now. It's a little bit painful, but we need to get maximum value out of the cards that we play against Jund. The opponent's doing enough damage with his own lands. All right, so there's the Goyf. Let's see how much I care about him right now. Got land, sorcery, and instant. So that's a 3/4 Goyf right now. Okay, there's a Relic, so we can play Relic and target ourselves, getting rid of the instant. He'll probably kill my Tidebinder, putting another instant into the graveyard. Okay, I'm going to start with the Relic and then follow up with a Tidebinder. Alright, so cracks another fetch land going down to 13. Can expect something like, like a Kolaghan's Command here. That would be pretty gross. He's abrupt decaying my Relic of Progenitus instead of my Goyf. I guess he has a bolt too. I'll just hit something from his yard in response. Yeah, alright. I got it. Let's go. Alright, so abrupt decay on the Relic instead of on one of my creatures. I can dig it. Seal of Fire, cracking it now. Alright, well, doing all this stuff on the main phase, a little bit strange, but it's fine. We have an enchantment, an instant, a sorcery, a land, a creature, and an artifact. Let's just check that out again. I think it's 6. Enchantment, instant, sorcery, land, artifact, creature. Yup, I got it. He's letting me know. Spreading Seas is solid. I really want to hit a land, so I'll go ahead and play a Spreading Seas and take him off of his double black and also take him off of his red mana. Unfortunately, the Goyf is quite a clock. Man, really need to draw. That Spreading Seas will hopefully contribute to this Master of Waves, assuming I can hit a land soon. Swings for 6, go down to 14. It's a 4-turn clock. Let's hope the opponent's a little stuck here. Maybe he's got 4 red cards in his hand. Just don't want to see another Tarmogoyf right now. Kitchen Finks. Alright, well, that's a faster clock. Come on, land. Land it is. Time to chump block. And if this guy has a Maelstrom Pulse in his hand to deal with my Master of Waves, I might cry. Now, these guys are going to get bigger and bigger, so there's a reasonable to potentially not block. So attacking with both of these guys. Goyf is still a 6/7. It would have been great if I got to pop that Relic. I guess that was decent of the a decent decision by the opponent to hit it with Abrupt Decay, especially following up with a Seal of Fire, making this Goyf really big. I think I'll just chump with 1 elemental for now. Go down to 11. As I mentioned, the elementals are going to get bigger and bigger. Alright, so this is looking like an arms race. The opponent has mana up to grow that guy. Oh man, the relic is so tempting. Play this, pop it, draw a 2-drop, play the 2-drop. I can't see how I don't play a Master of Waves here though. So we're going to get 3 of these guys here. Should I attack with one of them? I can't see how I win, really, if I don't start attacking at some point. No, I think I'll just wait. Yeah, I'll just wait. Okay, he's eating my dude. Fair stuff. Fair play. Enchantment, artifact, instant, sorcery, land. Oh, creature, not creature. So there's no more creature. I don't think he knows about that. Oh, don't do it. Okay, nice. What is he doing with that? I thought he was going to play Maelstrom Pulse. My heart skipped a beat. So he doesn't know that his Goyf is smaller now. I'm not going to let him know about that just yet. 5/6 Goyf dies to 2 elementals. So it's instant, enchantment. Sorry, enchantment, artifact, instant, sorcery, land. There's no creature. Instant, sorcery, land, enchantment, artifact, and land. So what is he? Oh, all right. Well, this guy's tapping all sorts of weird. All right. So do we take the Tarmogoyf out now? I think so. Yeah. So he knows that it's a 5/6 now, and he can't. Let's see what. Yeah, I think I'll just block this guy. I'm gonna get a bunch more of these guys next turn. And I'll take 3. I'll go down to 8. Actually, I have the relic, but you know he could have more Tarmogoyfs. Okay, I don't know exactly what's optimal here, but I think what is the optimal play in my hand already. All right, so. Let's see, I drew a Mutavault. That's going to be great with these Masters. It doesn't really matter what my taps are here. I'm going to go ahead and play out another one of these guys. My opponent's going to say something like, geez. Wow, LOL, yep. Pretty good. Unless he has Maelstrom Pulse. So 1, 2, 3. I get 4 of these guys now, and they're all 4/3s. So to attack or not to attack? Next turn I probably have Hurkyl. Let's see. I'm going to think about this a little bit. Attack with this 4/3. Trade with his Skoos. Seems reasonable. He's currently a 3/3. He'll go up to a 4/4. I'm going to attack this guy's life total here, I think. Lily. I'll attack Lily. I don't want her to make me discard something. Alright, well that worked. He's gonna eat something. What is he eating? Oh, the Tarmogoyf. Okay, so 8 is Goyf. I'm gonna follow up with a relic into this crazy situation. I'll exile one of my artifacts, so the Goyf, any Goyfs will get smaller. That's fun when you draw multiple Masters of Waves. Maelstrom Pulse would be such an amazing blowout right now. I wouldn't even be mad. Harbinger's fun. So why don't we, let's see, he's got 3 mana up. don't know what instance he has that can deal with Master of Waves. I don't think he has... Oh, maybe Slaughter Pact. Slaughter Pact would do it. Something like Go for the Throat. We can bounce his Skoos just for kicks, I guess. Make our Masters bigger. We attack with these guys. Sort of got to block everybody. All right, let's do some quick math here. Assuming that he has no removal, we attack with everybody, like literally everybody. Just play, actually attack with the Mutavault too. Play the Reege, attack with the Mutavault. It'll be 6, and then 20, that's 26, plus 5 is 31. If he blocks 2 of the biggest ones, Mutavault in this, he's going to be taking, well, he's gaining 2, so we have to assume he's at 19. Block these 2. 16 plus 6 is 22. Okay. 22. But I'm going to play this Reege anyway. Yeah, I think I have to activate the Reejerey. Play the Reejerey and just attack with everything. I don't want him to draw into a Damnation or something like that. So play a Reejerey. Activate Mutavault. And let's see, actually. I don't know if I want to get in with everything. So 5 and 4 get blocked, and then he takes 16. All right, he's drawn cards. So, I don't know, whatever. I'm just going to attack with everything. I went to damage instead of blocks. So blocks. If it goes up to 19, at this point he's taking 16 plus 5 is 21, plus 4 is 25. Okay. Sometimes I overthink those situations when you've got that kind of crazy overkill, but better not to rush, just to make sure that you're not doing something really stupid. Well, we saw how powerful Master of Waves was last game. Relic is good. I'm on the draw. If he has hand disruption on turn 1, if he doesn't want Relic, he can just get rid of it right away. And then I'm left with pretty suboptimal hand. Master of Waves is one of our best cards, and I've got lands to get him going. Hand disruption just rips us apart. If I mulligan to 6 and I hit these 6 cards, I would absolutely have to keep it. So I think I have to keep here on 7. It's a little bit rough. I'd love to have some Silvergills. If I mulligan. Alright, the Mutavault's going to have to do some work as one of our few creatures. Man, I don't like keeping this hand. But as I said, if I went to 6, well, that's great. Okay. Whew. Well, land is not great. All these islands are not great either if he brought in Choke. So, have to hope we draw into some Spreading Seas, some Silvergills. I'll open with an island for now. It's going to get to untap next turn. He can't play Choke yet. Okay, so I really need to start hitting some gas. 5 lands is pretty terrible. The opponent's giving me time. He must have a slow hand like me. That's excellent. Okay. So now the question, I guess, is how to play at this point. I mean, he's probably sitting on some removal since he's playing so slow. He's probably got answers. And, so maybe I'll keep the Lord in hand. Play a Cavern. Alright, and just play the Lord and hope to draw into something good next turn. He's going to disfigure him. That's okay, and I will get rid of his disfigure. Might have been correct to get rid of the creature there, so that if he plays a Scavenging Ooze and a land this turn, he can't just immediately eat my Lord and grow. Oh, I'm sorry, this is, let's see, okay, so there's his third land. He only has one green source. And what's the play here? Liliana of the Veil making me discard. No problem at all. Making me wish that I had played my Mutavault last turn. Fair enough. Island in the bin. Let's see, what does he have? Need to keep the graveyards in view. I'm going to make him exile something out of his graveyard while I'm thinking about it with my relic. Okay, go to our draw step, and then Harbinger is decent. I guess I have to go ahead and play him out now into Lily's Edict. Yeah, and we have Relic, mana up to pop the Relic if necessary. We're pretty even on cards at this point. It's going to bolt this guy, just trading 1 for 1 for now. The Master of Waves will make it eventually. The question now is, do I want to cycle this now or later? We have instant, creature, and land right now. This guy is a 3/4. I have it. What is? Oh, he's making me discard? I thought that happened already. What? No, I guess not. I'm thinking. So yeah, that hasn't happened yet. Okay, so I certainly cannot afford to discard Master of Waves. Got a lot more lands in the deck, a lot more creatures in general, and we're both down to 1 card here. I think I'm going to discard and then the island, and then I'll have 2 shots between cracking the Relic and... He discarded an island? I mean, sorry, he discarded a lightning bolt? That's just absurd. Well, okay, that's decent, but... how awkward is that? The Tarmogoyf is tiny. Liliana can start edicting. He's sitting on 1 card. I can't play out Kira. That would be really great right now if I could do that. Do I attack with the Mutavault into Liliana? Just tick her down, and then he'll go up to 4, and I'll have to discard something else. If I don't, he's just going to tick her up and make me discard something. Or actually, no, if I play a Master, he'll probably Edict and go down. Well, let's see how it goes. I'm going to play my Master. Liliana of the Veil can be such a beating. At this point, I would discard the Kira if he decides to tick up. I don't know if that's correct or not, discarding the Kira. Okay, so he's edicting. That's fine. Tarmogoyf goes up to a 1/2 and he's attacking for 1. How ridiculous is that? Because he's going to play another creature to block. Okay, fair enough. 2 1/2 Tarmogoyfs. I have some time. Alright, well I get to bounce a Tarmogoyf and play something onto the battlefield. I like that a lot. The opponent is short on lands, and he's only got 1 card in his hand. This is my only play, so I'm going to happily make it. Gain a little bit of tempo on this insane Liliana of the Veil. So let's see if he wants to Edict again. So we know the opponent has a Tarmogoyf in hand and has missed a land drop or 2. He's going to make me discard, so as I mentioned, I think I have to get rid of Kira here. He discards a land. Interesting. So this thing's getting a little bit bigger now. It's a 2/3. Plays the second Tarmogoyf and passes. I'd really love to hit a land here. Spreading Seas is solid. This guy's throwing away lands. I'm going to hit his... I could take him off of green mana. That would be really nice. But double black means second Liliana of the Veil. He's already got 2 Tarmogoyfs on the table. What is the best target here? Take him off of color entirely, or limit his access to black. Let's see. If I hit Blood Crypt, it also takes him off of Kolaghan's command. Taking him off of green, though, takes him off of things like Huntmaster. But if he draws another green source, then it's fine too. I think I'm just going to hit the Blood Crypt. It's a hard call. Maybe it's stupid. You guys can yell at me in the chat. Well, I guess I'm going to hit this Blackcleave Cliffs just because it's untapped now. Well, there's my land. I'm not going to reveal anything at this point. He's probably going to make me discard next turn, which is a little bit sad. All right, let's see how this goes. Is this going to be a repeat of the last game? Actually, I think it's a combination of the 2 games. Okay, so he's edicting. That's decent at this point. Attacking for 4, I guess. But I have the Mutavault. Alright, I guess he has another creature to follow up with. Maybe I should have taken him off of green. Well, he just ends. I guess he might have like a Terminate up. But he doesn't have mana for Terminate. I guess a Bolt would take care of it, too. Well, there's another Harbinger. Making the situation really, really interesting. If I play the Harbinger, bounce a Tarmogoyf, it slows him down a lot. Liliana can make me discard 1 Master of Waves, but then I have to assume he's representing a Bolt here or something like that. Just passing with Mutavault up to hit Liliana of the Veil. Alright, well, with Bolt being represented, I think I'm just going to play Mutavault with 2... Master of Waves with 2 tokens. Harbinger can come later. Master of Waves is going to stabilize now. Now, even if he has a Bolt for one of the elementals, okay, he didn't have anything. Maybe I should have taken his Liliana. I mean, he could just be holding up his 3 mana for what? I think he realizes he doesn't have the mana for it, maybe? Kolaghan's command? Kolaghan's command wouldn't hit Master of Waves anyway. So far this game, I've gotten 1 point of damage from a 1/2 Tarmogoyf, and then 4 points from 2/3 Tarmogoyfs. What to do with Liliana here? Okay, so he's plussing her. He's going to discard something. Now, the Harbinger is great value, but it's not as much value as Master of Waves. Oh, Kitchen Finks. He doesn't have mana for it. That's wild. He threw away a Verdant Catacombs before. Even though I'm getting owned by this, so we still just have creatures and lands. I'm saying even though I'm getting owned by this Liliana of the Veil, I think the opponent is not the most talented guy in the world. I am just going to take these two damage very happily, right on the chin. Tidebinder Mage is really nice too. So I could play a Tidebinder Mage, tap down this Tarmogoyf, attack Liliana with both of the elementals, and then just sort of sit back. But then if he bolts one of the elementals, Liliana lives. It makes me discard my other Master of Waves. Having both an Edict and a discard effect sitting on the board makes you have to think really carefully about what to play around. So play Tidebinder, and if I attack with all three of these guys, Mutavault, Elemental, he's going to be left with just the Tarmogoyfs, and one of them will be locked down unless he has removal. Actually, Mutavault by itself is a 3/3. I should keep that in mind. Double black is also necessary for things like Damnation, so he needs to hit that black source. I think the correct play is to try to get Liliana off the battlefield here. Okay, that's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do. Well, I could just attack with these three guys. And if he kills one of them, the other two will hit. Alright, so we got there. The reason I didn't attack with Mutavault is I didn't want it to get bolted. So he's Maelstrom pulsing the Master of Waves, which I can deal with. The Goyf has gotten a little bit bigger, but I'm going to get a lot more tokens next turn. So we have creature, land, planeswalker, sorcery, and that's it, I think. Creature, planeswalker, sorcery, land. Yep. And I'll take 4, going down to 9. And I'm going to get 4 tokens next turn from this Master of Waves. Oh, another Mutavault. That's very nice. It's a great attacker with Master of Waves on the battlefield. So I'll play this guy. Jund doesn't typically play too many Maelstrom Pulses, so I'm hoping that he doesn't have access to another one. I'll get in with the Tidebinder here. Take the opponent down to 15. And he's going to continue only untapping with one of his Tarmogoyfs. Well, there's that land. Have to imagine he's been sitting on his own 4 drops for a while. So Goyf's still sitting at a 4/5. I'm thinking if I want to attack, he's kind of representing like a board wipe here, something like that. So I think we might want to group hug the Tarmogoyf here. So creature, land, planeswalker, sorcery. So they're still sitting at 4/5s. If he does something with an instant right now, then he'll be a 5/6. So if I block with all the elementals, he'll kill all of them, but we'll definitely take down this Tarmogoyf. He really aggressively searched and cracked for that Blood Crypt right away. So, but it looks like he only took 1 damage. Did he actually get the Blood Crypt or no? No, he got a swamp. So this guy's sitting at 4/5 right now. Let's just calculate some damage. If he doesn't, let's see, if he hits me with this guy and then plays Damnation, I go down. I'm gonna go down to 5. If I block and kill this guy, and then he plays Damnation, then of course that was a good decision. If he doesn't have Damnation, just has something like Kalidas, he probably would have played it first main so that he gets zombies after combat. Maybe he just follows up with Ravager of the Fells, in which case I have 8. These guys are 3/3s, so that's 6, that's 10, plus 8 is 18. It's a lot. He has no blockers currently. If he plays Huntmaster, he gets a Wolf. He'll have 2 blockers to block the 2 big guys, and he'll only be taking 12. If I draw an Island Walk Lord, that would pretty much close things out. So if I'm assuming his powerful spells here are... Maybe I just chump. I'm going to chump with 1 elemental. I think I feel best doing that. I'll prevent the damage. I'll still keep all my creatures on the table. I don't need to kill his Tarmogoyf right now. Let's see what he's working with here. Okay, so there's Kalidas. So this guy's obviously inexperienced. He should have played that first main. Maybe he assumed I wasn't going to block with the Master of Waves. If a non-token creature dies, so we really need to just draw an Island Walk Lord right now. Well, that guy's not terrible. It's going to make everybody a little bit bigger. I can attack with 1 Mutavault. And the Mutavault will be a 4/4. Probably don't want to attack with this Tidebinder Mage. He's still only going to be a 3/3. We can keep chumping for a little while. This guy will gain some life. We'll have some tap effects the following turn. With him committing Kalitas to the board, I think if you follow up with the Damnation after Kalitas, you just get zombies for all the guys that are on the table, which is a little bit crazy. All right, let's focus. If I play these three, tap those three for Reejerey. If he blocks the Mutavault as the biggest creature, not necessarily the best decision, but let's say he does that, he'll go up to 17. He's certainly not taking 17 this turn. 6 plus 4 is 10. It's close. I think we want to sit back on our tap effects. Mutavault will be a 4/4. Can block if I want him to. I'll play out that Reej. And now think very carefully about attacking or not attacking. Alright, I think I'm just going to end. If the opponent wants to attack with Kalitas, I can just block him with the elementals. No cards in hand means that any top deck Thought Seizes or Inquisitions are dead. Attacking with the Tarmogoyf. This is an easy decision. I'll just jump with another elemental. All I really want at this point is time. There's another Tarmogoyf. And we're hoping again for an Island Walk Lord. Well, there's another Lord. We can tap his life gain dude and swing for quite a lot. Tap the life gain guy. If he had a bolt, I feel like he probably would have played it for now. I feel like he just top decked that Tarmogoyf. If he blocks the biggest creature on this attack, it's going to be a 5/5 Mutavault. He's going to take 4 plus 4 plus 3. It's 11 plus 4 is 5. Alright, I think I'm going to go for it here. Tap that guy. Reej is going to resolve. And again, we have 4, 4, 3, 2, and 2. So it's 4, 4, 4, 3. It's 15 by itself plus this guy. Now, if he has a bolt, he can bolt this Reejerey, block the Master of Waves, kill my elementals, get a zombie. Alright, I can't put him on a bolt right now. I think I just have to get in with everybody. He has too many good top decks. Just go ahead and close these graveyards here. Well, this is again 5 plus 4 is 9 plus 3 is 12 plus 4 is 16. Okay, alright, so he didn't know the math there, but I don't think he had outs anyway. Oof, that was a lot closer than the first match. So, thanks for watching, guys. It was a nail biter. Oh, looks like he's asking me a question here. Oh. Thank you. Alright, well, he's asking me what my weakness is. It's typically a close matchup against Jund. You guys can pick our hand apart. We're decent against Tron because of Spreading Seas, but Ugin wrecks us. So he's telling me he thinks he messed up. He took out Inquisition. Oh, he took out Inquisition and Thoughtseize. They're weak in the sense that my deck is very redundant, but Thoughtseize can take out Master of Waves. You don't have much removal for that guy. And I got lucky drawing multiples. So I'd leave in some hand disruption. Against Merfolk. Turn 1 Inquisition or Thoughtseize is really strong because sometimes we keep one land and AEther Vial, though we take our AEther Vials out. You want to be able to take away my Spreading Seas with hand disruption, because that card can set you back quite a lot. I mean, turn 1 hand disruption taking Spreading Seas can often be a blowout against Merfolk, because if we keep a hand with like Island, Mutavault, and then a bunch of double blue spells, we were hoping to resolve Spreading Seas, setting the opponent back and drawing us cards. If they take that card, it can just win the game. So again, thanks guys for watching. It was a very close second match tonight against Jund, and I hope you enjoyed it. Please leave any thoughts you might have, leave some comments on the video, and subscribe please if you haven't already, and I'll catch you next time. Thanks very much. Bye bye.